Picture this. You're 25 years old. You land your first real job making $45,000 a year. You're responsible, so you start saving $500 every single month. You're good with money, right? You're putting money away for your future. Fast forward to age 65. You've saved faithfully for 40 years. You have exactly $240,000 saved up. You're ready to retire. But wait, that $240,000? It's only worth about $87,000 in today's purchasing power. Because of inflation, your entire life savings has lost almost 2/3 of its value. Meanwhile, your college roommate who started investing just $200 a month at age 25 in a simple index fund, they retired with over $1.2 million. Today, we're breaking down exactly what happens if you never invest a dime, and more importantly, how to avoid becoming another statistic. So what does it really mean to not invest? It means you keep your money in a checking account, earning maybe 0.01% interest, or you stuff it in a traditional savings account getting 0.50% if you're lucky, or maybe you buy CDs or government bonds that pay 2 to 3% max. But here's the brutal truth. While you're playing it safe, inflation is quietly eating away at your purchasing power at 2 to 3% every single year. The average inflation rate over the past 20 years has been to 0.5%. That means everything gets to 0.5% more expensive each year. So, while you think you're being financially responsible, you're actually losing money every single year. Your purchasing power shrinks. Your dreams become more expensive. And most people never realize this until it's too late. Let's use claymation to make this crystal clear. Imagine a clay character named Sarah. She's 25 and runs a small lemonade stand. Year 1, Sarah sells lemonade and saves $1,000. She puts it in a clay piggy bank that gives her 0.50% interest. After 1 year, she has $1. She earned $5. Year 2, Sarah saves another $1,000. Now she has two clay piggy banks worth $2,010 total. She earned $10 this year. Year 10, Sarah has saved $10,000 total. Her 10 piggy banks earn her $50 this year. Not bad, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Sarah's friend Marcus starts investing his money differently. He takes his $1,000 and puts it in a clay investment account that grows 7% per year. Year 1, Marcus has $1,070. He earns $70, way more than Sarah's $5. Year 2, Marcus has $2,145, his original $1,000 plus $70 interest, plus his second $1,000. But here's the magic. He earned $145 this year because his first year's $70 grew to. Year 10, Marcus has $13,816. Sarah has $10,050. The difference isn't $3,766. It's much bigger because Marcus's money kept earning money on top of money. This is called compound interest, and it's the most powerful force in personal finance. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. The longer it rolls, the bigger and faster it gets. Now let's get real about what this means for your life. Let's say you're 25 and you save $300 every month until you're 65. That's 40 years of saving. You put away $140,000 total. If you just keep it in a high-yield savings account earning 1%, which is actually pretty good these days, you'll have about $175,000. Not bad. You've made $31. Zero in interest. But if you invest that same $300 monthly in the stock market and earn an average 7% return, which is historically what the market has provided over long periods, you'll have over $740,000. That's more than 5 times more money. Let me put that in perspective. 740. Zero means you could retire at 65 and spend about $3,000 more every month than someone who just saved. That's not just cushion. That's the difference between surviving retirement and actually enjoying it. But here's what will blow your mind. If you wait until you're 35 to start investing, just 10 years later, even if you invest $500 monthly instead of $300, you'll only have about $610,000 by age 65. Starting 10 years earlier with smaller amounts beats starting later with bigger amounts every single time. Let's visualize why cash loses value. We'll use clay characters to show this. Meet Bob. He's 25 and saves $100,000 in cash over his career. He keeps it in a safe clay box in his clay house. Now watch what happens to Bob's purchasing power over 30 years. Year 0. Bob's $100,000 clay bills can buy 100 clay houses at $1,000 each. Year 10. Inflation has made each clay house cost $1,280. Bob's money can now buy only 78 houses. Year 20. Houses cost $1,640 each. Bob's money buys 61 houses. Year 30. Houses cost $1,100 each. Bob's money buys only 47 houses. Bab still has $100,000, but he can buy 53 fewer houses than when he started. Meanwhile, Bob's investing friend Sarah put her $100,000 in the stock market at 7% annual returns. After 30 years, she has $761,000. At the new house prices, she can buy 360 houses to 260 to more than she could at the start. This is the hidden tax of not investing. You pay it whether you realize it or not. Here's another clay story that shows why waiting is so expensive. Meet Tom and Jerry. They're twins, both 25. They each save $500 monthly. Tom starts investing immediately in index funds. Jerry thinks he's being smart and waits until he has more money to invest. Year 5. Tom has $35,000. Jerry has $30,000 in his checking account. Year 10. Tom has $87,000. Jerry has $60,000. Year 15. Tom has $165,000. Jerry finally starts investing with $95,000 saved. Now here's where it gets crazy. Even though Jerry invested more money at once, he's so far behind that he can never catch up. At age 65, Tom has $1.3 million. Jerry has $890,000. Jerry invested $95,000 at once plus $500 monthly for 15 years. Tom invested $500 monthly for 40 years. Tom invested $140,000 total. Jerry invested $185,000 total. But Tom has $410,000 more. Why? Because Tom's money had 30 extra years to compound. Time is the most valuable asset you have when it comes to investing. Let's be clear about what you're really doing when you keep all your money in cash. You're guaranteeing you'll lose purchasing power every year to inflation. You're guaranteeing you'll work longer and harder than necessary. You're guaranteeing your retirement will be financially stressful instead of financially free. You're not being safe, you're being dangerous to your future self. You're not being responsible, you're being irresponsible to the person you'll become. Every year you wait to start investing, you're essentially throwing away thousands of dollars in potential wealth. Not next year or the year after, right now. The opportunity cost of waiting compounds just like investment returns, but in reverse. Here's exactly what you need to do right now to avoid this financial disaster. Step 1. Open a retirement account. If your employer matches your 401k contributions, start there immediately. That's free money that doubles your investment instantly. Contribute at least enough to get the full match. If they match 50% up to 6%, contribute 6%. Step 2. If your employer doesn't offer a match, open a Roth IRA with companies like Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab. Start with just $50 a month if that's all you can afford. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account. Step 3. Invest in simple, broad market index funds. Don't try to pick individual stocks or time the market. Just buy funds that track the entire stock market like VTI, VTSAX, or F0X. Step 4. Increase your contribution amount by 1% every 6 months. It's barely noticeable in your paycheck, but it adds up massively over time. Step 5. Automate everything. Set up automatic investments so you never have to think about it. Your future self will thank you. Let's end with our clay characters. Sarah and Marcus are now 65 years old. made entirely of aging clay. Sarah, who invested early, lives in a big clay mansion. She travels to clay beaches, eats at clay restaurants, and enjoys her retirement completely free from money worries. Bob, who saved in cash, lives in a smaller clay apartment. His $100,000 purchase has shrunk in value so much that he's still working part-time at a clay store just to make ends meet. The moral is crystal clear: start investing today. Even if it's just $25 a month. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. Here's what you need to remember. Inflation is stealing your money right now as you watch this video. Every dollar you keep in cash is losing value. Every month you wait to start investing costs you thousands of dollars in future wealth. But here's the good news. You have the power to change your financial future today. Open that account. Make that first investment. Start building real wealth instead of just hoping inflation doesn't destroy your dreams. If this video helped you understand why investing is so crucial, smash that like button and subscribe to Clayconomics for more simple, visual finance education. Leave a comment and tell me what's stopping you from investing right now. I read every single one. Remember, your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Don't let them down.